You cannot serve blindly. You need your eyes opened. You cannot be an assistant pastor who only depends on the covering of his spiritual father. You cannot be an assistant who does not have a secret place. You cannot serve blindly. You cannot be a worker who only enjoys the grace of a father without having a personal encounter with Jesus. You can't serve blindly. Not in this age. You must have a personal encounter. The servant of the prophet was serving blindly. He didn't know there are greater entities and greater powers surrounding them as they serve, because he was serving blindly. When the great prophet prayed to God to open the eyes of this servant, he saw no worker, no assistant is allowed to serve blindly. Your senior pastor embarked on a spiritual journey just like Joshua. If you cannot get to the very top of the mountain with him, at least go halfway. If perchance you hear him say he prays for 3 hours, pray for 1.5. Attempt it. If he says he fasted, you too fast. We are in a perilous time. Not the time to always hide under the shadow and under the dwelling and under the experience of your spiritual father, your leader. You can't serve blindly. Not now. This is not the time to serve blindly. If you read a book a month, try reading it in 2 months. If your father organizes a crusade, do an evangelism. You cannot serve blindly. Choir should organize their own campaign without being told. The margin between the leaders and those who are serving the leaders is so big. It's too much. If the enemy cannot fight the main man, he will go after you. That is why you can't serve blindly. Learn more. And every good leader will want his followers to do more and more and more. They are actually not the one stopping you. You are stopping yourself. Many years ago, back then at our headquarters, we were busing people, to church on Sunday. So I decided to start busing people to my chapel meeting also. On a weekday, I was the first person to start busing people to weekday services. And these same people that I bus to chapel meeting, I bus them also to church on Sunday. When a leader move, do something. The difference between Aaron and Joshua was the very fact that Aaron, though an assistant, a recognized assistant, and that's why title is scary. I'm telling you, when Moses went up the mountain, he decided to stay down there with the people. When you stay down there with the people, you will hear complaints. You will hear things that will turn your mind because you are not tuned with the same frequency that your leader is tuned to. No, you are not on the same wavelength. Aaron was down there, but Joshua, even though he was unable to get to the very top where his master was, at least he went halfway. When Jesus, in the Mount of Transfiguration, after he prayed and had that wonderful encounters, he took 3 of his disciples along, and those 3 went there to serve. Were they serving blindly? They slept. And Jesus said, at least if you couldn't do all night with me, just 1 hour will have been okay. Pray with me. If you can't go all the way, do at least halfway. Don't be an Aaronic assistant, be a Joshuanic assistant. Go halfway if you cannot go full. But in all you're doing, don't stay down there. Never serve blindly. If your leader prays, pray. If your leader enjoys God's presence, my dear, do so. Yeah.